As this is an election year, I feel moved to think about what we're doing here together, how politics and religion are not two fields, as Gandhi himself, the great spiritual activist and saintly independence leader of India, said, and that we're all part of the body politic. No one can do it all themselves, alone, and yet no one of us is exempt from participating, although we may fool ourselves and feel alone or helpless or disconnected, or that we can drop out or avoid being part of the pattern of society. Even the hermit, the recluse, the hobo is part of society. I myself feel more interested right now in the political process in this country and the world because of our endangered environment and because of the threat of extreme violence through fundamentalist views in this world. I think it's very important to realize that it's not just this year that's an election year, but there are elections every single year, national and global elections in other countries, and various kinds of community processes and so on that determine the course of our lives. And that we are in fact voting every moment with how we live, with what we buy and consume, with how we treat each other, with everything we say, think, intend, wish for, feel, and do, through our actions, as well as through our learning, our mental activities, our knowledge or lack of same, and so on. So I feel it's very important this year to pass the word, and I think today, especially for the younger generations, what I call the text message generation or Gen Text, it's very important for all of you to pass the word. You know, maybe you don't know. In Korea recently, text messages, millions of them, burst out to cell phone users all over the country, greatly influenced the outcome of a important national election. You're all interacting moment to moment these days in this very quick, if sometimes superficial manner. So I think the Gen Text generation really would do well to message each other and get out the vote, become a more informed citizen, and take on some responsibility for how the world is going to be and a better future for ourselves and each other and the generations to come. It's very important, I think, that we take on the fact that the problem often resides within ourselves, within our own lack of understanding of interconnectedness, how we're all in the same boat. We all rise and fall, sink or swim together. If we don't pull together, we'll be pulled apart. That we must walk this path together, otherwise we're ignoring the basic fact of interconnectedness. Even recently, a few days ago, when many world leaders, especially economic leaders and thinkers, met in Davos, at Switzerland, at the Economic World Forum, and some of my friends were there, and they told me, ex-Prime Minister of the UK, Tony Blair, said that idealism is the new realism today due to the recognition of interdependence. So it's not too idealistic to think that we can actually do something and make a difference. We're not helpless. We all have some power and can empower ourselves and each other to join hands and join heads and hearts and do something. And not just through action, but knowledge is also a powerful tool. Knowledge and reflection as well as action. Knowledge and reflection can profoundly inform and enhance the positive intended results of all of our actions.